Hi everyone. So I'm doing my video report of an innovation that I think has been really important. This course has really made me think about how I perceive products and garments and where they come from and what we're trying to do to try and limit the impact environmentally after use. One thing I thought about a lot was in terms of my day-to-day life as a teacher. Something that makes my life easier in terms of the garments I wear or ones that have pockets. So I think the first time I saw a dress that had a pocket on it was a couple of years ago when I bought this dress, polka dot, quite summery, to wear like sort of semi-formal occasions. And it was the first time I'd seen a dress that had pockets on it, and it was like, oh my god, this is really useful. You could put your phone in there. They were really deep. Makeup, like purse even. They're actually really quite big. And since then, I've always noticed that being an issue when I'm at work. That if I don't have pockets, it means that I put down my phone somewhere, put down my swipe card somewhere. I don't have my board markers and my pens and mark students' work or whatever. So that made me really want to focus on pockets. And when I started researching, I was quite surprised actually. I thought pockets, I was going to find that they were quite a recent development, like maybe it was like a wartime practicality innovation, but when I was doing my research, I found out that it really, really predated that time. I found some publications, and Teresa Tidy had written 18 Maxims of Neatness and Order in 1819 and talked about pockets as being expedient to carry about you, well, it being expedient to carry about you a purse, a thimble, a pin cushion. So these are all the things that fitted on the pocket: a pencil, a knife, a pair of scissors. Describing having all of these things at your disposal as being an inexpressible source of comfort and independence. And other publications, again, whenever they mentioned about people having pockets, women having pockets in their skirts, they described them being able to carry like a bunch of keys and nutmeg and grater and like smelling salts and biscuits and so on. From my research, I actually found that pockets used to be a separate part of the garment. From the 1700s, they were almost like a bum bag that was worn under the different layers of the skirt. And because dresses and skirts were massive at that time with all the volume of fabric, it was quite easy to obviously conceal that there was the pocket underneath. I think more recently, I've found out about a Twitter handle called We Want Pockets, and it's emerged that this is like an issue that lots of women have with the clothing that they wear, that the pockets don't actually house what they need. So I saw a really interesting image of two pairs of jeans inside out, one male, one female, and the size of the pockets for the woman's was like really, really tiny. You probably felt like a Vaseline tin in there, whereas the men's were the appropriate size for an iPhone, for your wallet, and so on. And it's almost sort of raised this issue of clothing being quite sexist when the same clothing is aimed at a man or a woman that they don't perform, they don't function as well as they need to. So yeah, so I was looking at the We Want Pockets Twitter handle, that there is actually a website called thepotocracy.com that lists manufacturers and companies that have like standalone collections of women's clothing that have pockets on them, so that people know exactly where to go to get that. And there are also companies arising for women's wear clothing, and that their unique selling point is actually that they all have pockets on them. So for me, initially I thought that the pockets were going to be a recent innovation, but they're not. They're actually something that's evolved and gone back and forth in terms of how they've functioned and inside clothing. But I think what's really innovative about the thing about, like, say, We Want Pockets is the impact of social media on putting pressure on companies to actually provide products that are what the consumer actually want. And I think for me that is the real innovation, that people like Marks and Spencers are listening to what women are commenting on online. They can't really ignore that. It's bad publicity if consumers are saying that the products aren't fit for purpose. So I think it's really interesting and really innovative that M&S have said that, say, half of their dresses have pockets.